Hey everybody, this is Gus from Askewed Reviews, and today I'm doing my first episode of FearPix Friday. Now, this is something new that me and my other members of Cinema Society Saturday are going to be doing going forward, as we have actually partnered with FearPix before, but this is a new type of collaboration. So each Friday, as many of us in the group as we can possibly get to do so, are going to be reviewing films that can be found on the streaming service known as FearPix. So if you like independent movies that are horror, thriller, or true crime, you definitely have to check out this streaming service. Now, FearPix technically is a free streaming service, but the biggest benefits are when you actually use one of their subscription services. Let me tell you a little bit more about that real quick before I get to the review. So for only $2.99 per month or $19.99 per year, you can have full access to everything that is on the new version of the FearPix app. So you can find FearPix on computers, on tablets, on cell phones, and hopefully sometime next year also available in some television options. But so with these subscription services, you can have unlimited access to all of the different movies. You can make sure that it's ad free. And the biggest and best part is you can join in on the community that is now going to be on the app. With that community, you'll have the ability to not only chat with others and members of Cinema Society Saturday, but have the ability of also talking and reviewing your favorite films, as you can actually post your own reels. And guess what? If by any chance one of us in Cinema Society Saturday sees you reviewing some of these films, maybe we'll even invite you to come join us as well. FearPix is going to be the place to be, especially if you're one of those individuals who wants to have an idea of a horror movie that you thought of get made or made into a short, because networking is going to be a big part of this online community. So, when you decide to subscribe, make sure to use my promo code of ASKWD. So, enough of me just going on and on about fear picks. Let me now talk to you about the movies that I ended up reviewing for today, as I picked three of the short films that you can find on the app. So, the first short that I watched is not even 2 minutes long. It's called Good Girl Sammy, and it was directed by Michelle Hansen. So, if you've ever wanted to get your horror fix done in a very short, digestible version, this movie is perfect for you. In a short that's not even 2 minutes long, we have a quick POV movie that is from the perspective of a dog. I initially chose this one to watch as I had just recently watched Good Boy, and it just felt like the right thing to go and check out. Now, in those 2 minutes, we watch as this dog is playing fetch with its owner, and then something very dark happens. And honestly, even though it's very quick and it really doesn't require much of a budget, the story that's told there is just so wonderfully dark that I really enjoyed this one. And this short, I'm actually going to give a 3 out of 5. The next short that I watched was the longest of the three, clocking in at almost about 8 minutes. And it was called Retail Therapy, directed by Luke Gilchrist. For me, I was just kind of so so about this one. Not that I thought it was bad or terrible or anything, but it more felt like a sketch from College Humor rather than a short film. The story in this one is two coworkers at a grocery store, I believe, when one of them decides to, just use this as an opportunity to kind of mention some things that he's been doing at work. And it ends up being horrifying as to what he was actually doing. So, like I said, if you like a very quick, little, semi quirky, semi funny short, this one might be the right one for you. So, at least for me on my scale, I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 5. The last one I checked out was right around 5 minutes, and it's called Roadside, directed by Jacob Owens. In my own opinion, this one had the best production quality as it did look a little bit more professional. Now, mind you, in this short little film, not enough of the story is given, but it is enough that I'm now intrigued and would want to see more of what's happening here. A brief synopsis for this one is that a woman is walking down the road when a man in a truck pulls up and tries to offer her a ride. It doesn't expressly say whether or not there is a backstory between these two, but it kind of feels like maybe there is and she's just not aware of it. I don't know if that's what they were trying to allude to, but we at least understand by the end of this short that perhaps the person that you thought is the innocent one may not actually be. So, as I would potentially be interested in seeing this become a full length feature film with a bit more to the story, I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. Now, of course, I do recommend going and checking out each and every one of these shorts. But my biggest recommendation for today is go and create your FearPix account. Hopefully, you'll set up one of those subscription services. And if you do, please use my promo code of ASKWD. I'd love it if you end up joining the FearPix community as well. And if you do so, feel free to message me with what your favorite horror movie is so that I know that you've joined.